Can you provide me an overview of how human factors influence the implementation and success of data strategies?
Yes, absolutely. So I would say I'd start with what defining a little bit for myself what actually data strategy is, because it feels like there's no
Mhm.
consensus about what it actually is. But for me, it does actually mean to have a long-term direction about how people, process, and tools pay into driving value for an organization. And my aspect of the human side means to actually zoom in on the people aspect of the three. And in my book, I basically describe it as a framework of 5 C's, which are the main aspects of it, which are
Mhm.
competence, collaboration, communication, creativity, and conscience. And basically, by addressing it from different ways and by zooming in on those 5 C's, there should be identifications of what can be improved and how to actually make people join the journey more intrinsically motivated to actually drive change with data instead of forcing them to do it and them becoming basically advocates and instead of just passive resistors, so to say, to a data.
Cool. So what is the big factors that influence this? Like, because obviously some people will just change. They'll be happy to change. Others a bit more resistant.
Yes, I think all human beings are normally animals of habits, right? I don't think
Yeah.
anyone really particularly likes change that is forced on them. But if people see the benefit of changing, like even in personal lives, changing a career or moving to a different place, then they're willing to drive it on their own. And what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is with a data strategy, you have usually it attached to business objectives. And that makes sense rationally that this is a change needed to drive business metrics or KPIs to success, right? But it doesn't emotionally resonate with people necessarily, right? So one of the things in the communication aspect from the 5 C's, I talk about how you have to frame the value of data change through a personal lens and not only the business lens, right? And for example,
Mhm.
if the business objective is profitability, right, and you need to reduce costs, then maybe that means the immediate step is to increase productivity. So you don't spend that much time doing tedious things and you are more faster in it.
Mm.
But personally, in mind that a few people have to clean up data less, right? Maybe if the data actually is better managed from the beginning, downstream people don't have to clean up data 5 hours per week or something.
Yeah.
And that is actually what should be communicated to, right? That it's not only about higher profitability by how much percentage, but it's actually also about certain people. We know about you having to spend all that time cleaning data. You will be relieved by that if we can actually do this data initiative in the right way. So framing it in different ways, addressing the personal needs and personal rewards
Mm.
of the change of data, I think is really key.
Yeah. Because I guess if you're looking from people's perspective, isn't it? Well, so you've got business now is so multicultural. You've got people's different, I guess, what they've learned, what they've experienced, their ways of thinking is just going to be completely differ, isn't it? Across. So I guess obviously, like I said, if you, so I guess the communication aspect, you just got to make sure obviously that we're doing this because it's to benefit you, not to work against you. I guess would
Mhm.
be fair.